Hello, Algebra 2 students. Mr. Thomas back. A little bit different setting today. I'm in my house, and I'm going to provide some homework help for 8.5, number 4. So I've got an example right here, and the object of this question is to subtract this expression from this. Now, in order to do this, you have to have matching denominators. So the first step we need to do is we need to factor to see what we have missing. And so I'm just going to do this right below in order to kind of help us out instead of, I don't have a full whiteboard, so I want to make sure I use my space properly. So I'm going to make this first one green, and I apologize if you can't read all this easily, but I'm going to split my x's, and then I have a plus sign, so that means both symbols are just going to drop. And then I have 3, which that's easy enough because that's only going to be 3 and 1. Those are my only multiples, but I'll go and show it. And so the factored form of x squared plus 2x minus 3 is x plus 3, x minus 1. Then, to factor this other one, I'm going to make this one red. We got some Christmas colors. All right, I'm going to split my x's. My first symbol is a minus sign, which means my second symbol is going to flip from a plus to a minus. And then once again, I only have 2 options, 1 and 3. The highest number goes first. And so you'll notice the factored form of this one is, so it was x squared minus 4x plus 3. The factored form is x minus 3, x minus 1. Now, in order for me to be able to subtract these 2 expressions, I have to have matching denominators. So what I'm going to do is notice that x plus 3, x minus 3, they're different. But the x minus 1, those match. So what I need to do is I need to get an x minus 3 over here. And so in order to do that, I'm going to multiply x minus 3 right here. And I'm going to multiply x minus 3 on the bottom there. And so I'm going to be able to rewrite this expression. And here's what it's going to look like when I rewrite it. I'm going to use distributive property. And that's going to be 3x. Actually, I'm going to go and do a different color. I'm going to do blue. So 3x squared minus 9x. And then I already know that I'm going to have an x minus 3 on the bottom here. And so I know that when I match these up, this is going to be x plus 3, x minus 3, and x minus 1. Now, in order to get this second expression to match up, I need to multiply this side by x plus 3, or whatever is missing over here. So I have x plus 3 right there, x plus 3 right there, and then I'm going to rewrite this equation, and I'm going to use distributive property. So 5x times x. Oh, and I'm keeping my minus sign, and then in parentheses I'm going to put 5x squared. And then 5x times 3 is 15x. All right, so now I have my expression. So now what I need to do is I need to simplify by combining like terms. I need to combine like terms on this. Now I'm starting to run out of room, and so I'm going to have to kind of get creative. And so the way I'm going to do that, I'm just going to combine like terms, and I'm going to erase. So if you kind of get lost, just rewind. But I have a 3x squared, and then remember the minus sign is going to go with this. And so I'm going to have 3x squared minus 5x squared. All right? And so that's going to become negative 2x squared. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to erase that. And I'm going to put negative 2x squared. Then I have minus 9x minus 15x. So negative 9 minus 15x, that becomes negative 24x. So I have negative 2x squared on top minus 24x. We're almost done. So the next step that I need to do is I need to try to simplify this top part. This bottom part is as simplified as we get. But I need to simplify this. And so if I can, I can try to factor some of this. And so the way I would do that is I'm looking at, I'm trying to find a good color. All right, I'll go back to blue. All right, so I notice between both of these terms, I have numbers. And I know the 24 is divisible by 2, and so I could take out a negative 2 and be able to get this. So if I take out a negative 2, it changes that to just x squared minus, or actually it can be plus 12, because 24 divided by negative 24 divided by negative 2 is positive 12. And then notice that they both have x's, and since this only has one x, the greatest common factor would be an x. So actually if I take out x, I'm left with negative 2x x plus 12. Now, once again, I'm running out of room, and so we're kind of pressed for space. But I'm going to go and rewrite this on a different whiteboard. And so on the top, I'm going to have negative 2x x plus 12. Then on the bottom, I'm going to have x plus 3, x minus 3, x minus 1. All right, so take a good look at that. Remember, you can rewind, pause if you need to. And then this is what I have left. All right, so this is my fully factored, fully simplified form. Now, I cannot simplify any further than what I have right here, because I'm looking at the top to the bottom. If there's matches from the top to the bottom, I can eliminate those, but there's no matches. And so this would be my final answer. I understand that this problem is difficult. This lesson and chapter has been difficult. It's hard to learn all these concepts 100% virtual. But you guys are doing a good job. Please continue to contact myself or Miss Colette. Listen, if you can do numbers 1 through 3 on 8.5, then you know exactly what you need to know. Number 4 is probably not going to be on the test. So just do your best, and I will be ready to answer any questions that you may have. Goodbye and good luck.